The Masque. Now, if you're taking demons as allies, unless you've got some really special list or something that I can't really think of, you're taking them to really boost your army in some way. They certainly don't have cheap troops. They do have some cool units like flamers and screamers, but you want to fill in some sort of gap to your army and/or get a real boost, something that's worth the extra points. And so one of the big ways to do this is to take some of the demon HQs that have special powers, and the Masque is an example of one that is pretty cheap and gives you a boost to your army. She's gonna die during the game, I'm pretty sure of that, but she does give a boost. So what does she have? She's a 100-point demonic herald, and actually, if you take her, you can take another demonic herald, but you don't necessarily have to. So for 100 points, she comes into the game, and then you're going to have to take troops with her. If you just want to go bare minimum, you could take Nurglings. But if you have demons as blood brothers or as allies of convenience, so if you're guard or chaos space marines, might as well take a unit of real troops that can be scoring and put them somewhere on the board so they can hold an objective. Now, it's important to note Masque is a unique infantry character, but she's not an independent character, so she is always her own unit. She's like Mephiston. She doesn't get to attach to anyone's unit, so she can't come in with your troops, and this is important. So at the beginning of the game, there's a 1/3 chance that she is not going to come in when you want her to. Okay, so what does she do? As her own unit, she's got 2 wounds, 3 up invulnerable save, so she's pretty good at sticking around for a while, but she's only toughness 3, so she does take wounds pretty easily. She's got pretty good weapon and ballistic skill, 5 for her weapon, ballistic skill 4, she's strength 3, but she's rending, she's initiative 7, so she usually goes first. Okay, with 4 attacks. What are her demonic gifts? She has aura, which essentially means she has offensive and defensive grenades. She has soporific Masque, which means she has hit and run. She has rending claws. She has instrument of chaos, which means on a tied combat she wins by 1. She has Pavane of Slanesh. We'll get into that in a second. She has We Are Legion, which means she can target. She can split her fire amongst different targets. So she can shoot three times around with one of her special rules. She can shoot 3 targets. She's a demon, she's fleet, and she has the special rule, Eternal Dance. Eternal Dance means she can shoot the Pavane of Slanesh 3 times around at 3 different targets. And what does this do? This is in many ways the old Lash power from the Chaos Space Marines. It's not quite as powerful, but it's pretty good because there's no save against it. So what does it do? She rolls to hit. If she can hit a unit within 18 inches, she rolls d6 and she moves them that many inches, or up to that many inches. So how does she help you? If you're running units that can drop a lot of blasts, the Masque is the way to go. If you want a demonic ally that boosts you at a pretty low cost. But she is going to die, because with 2 wounds, someone will kill her. So you drop her down near your opponent's infantry, and if you're playing Imperial Guard or Chaos Space Marines, or even some of the other desperate allies, if you can put large blast templates down or flame templates or something, she just lands and she pavanes the units. If she can hit 3 units, she could probably pull 3 units into tight pipeplate-sized or smaller than pipeplate-sized blobs, and then the flamer and or template units, shoot them. And that's her main use. If she's an ally, she's never going to be scoring. She's a denial unit, but at 2 wounds, she usually doesn't make it through a game. But she is useful, and that's her primary use. That's her primary boost to an army. At 100 points, she's cheap, but you do have to take a troop choice with her.